Hey folks, Mark here at RC Planes, Copters, and Trucks. We are looking at my just recently acquired OMP Hobby brand M2 Evo RC helicopter. Um, Dual brushless motors, direct drive, carbon fiber mainframe, lots of aluminum alloy parts. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces of engineering. Uh, So this purpose of this video is a shout out to Ian and Cheryl at Ian's RC Exploits. Now Ian has some very fine content, and he's a very fine pilot, both fixed wing and rotorcraft, aka helicopters. Now the main reason I'm doing this shout out right now is I was looking to get another helicopter. I have a WL Toys V950, which is amazingly a really fantastic helicopter. I'd say it's a hobby quality virtually, but it's a very modest helicopter. There's only one head speed, for example, in idle up mode, and it's a rather low head speed, and so on and so forth. And so, all plastic parts and stuff. But again, $150 right now RTF for that model. So I have that model. I really enjoy it, but I wanted to step up to something more. And I had seen on Amazon the OMP uh, helicopter products offered, right? But they were a bit pricey. Now, I assumed at that time incorrectly that OMP was another Chinese company building Chinese products. Fine, I've got lots of great Chinese products made by Chinese companies, RC, including the V950 helicopter I just mentioned. Um, but at that time, I thought I thought they were too pricey. Okay, so I didn't consider them. Well, then on Ian's RC Exploits channel, I saw his videos, and I'd seen his videos with the OMP M2 Explorer, which is previous to the M2 Evo. I had watched those videos, but again, I thought it was an overpriced Chinese helicopter, so I wasn't really going to consider it for that reason. I was totally wrong. Anyway, uh, so then I took a second look at the hell. Well, anyway, so then remembering those flights of Ian with his M2, I asked Ian some questions about the M2 because I wanted to maybe consider purchasing one, reconsider, right? So Ian was very kind to answer all my questions about the model and everything before I bought it. And so I really appreciate that, Ian. Um, and furthermore, I rewatched all of his flight videos with his M2 Explorer, and I saw it was a very excellent helicopter. And when I did the research online about how this here Evo is really put together, again, dual brushless motors, a big. This is a little bit of an upgrade from the Explorer, a little bit, um, and those upgrades include, as well as the overall helicopter design and build, includes a bigger motor uh, than before, carbon fiber mainframe, unlike before, apparently. And then it's still got the direct drive motors, dual brushless motors, and so on. So anyway, I love this model. I'm just absolutely love it. I even love the Radio Master RTF transmitter. I got the RTF set up because I wanted to just have it be real simple, and it was real simple. It was very simple. The radio is already well. Let's finish the shout out. Anyway, thanks again, Ian, because I would not have considered purchasing this model had I not um, seen yours. Here's a part I forgot to mention. I mentioned that I had previously seen Ian flying his M2, but he did another flight with it recently. Okay, Ian did a flight with his M2 semi recently. Okay, so I watched that because I watch all of his content. I watched that, and that made me reconsider because I had just been looking online at helicopters. I had looked at and turned down considering the OMP models, but then I watched Ian's latest video on his M2, and I said, maybe I should reconsider this model. And then again, he was kind enough to answer a bunch of my questions about it. And then when I did some research and looked into the model in general, including the upgrades of the new Evo model, that's it. I realized I was completely wrong, and I was completely working on misconceptions when I failed to consider this model as a new member of my helicopter fleet. So I love this model. I even love the radio, as I said. I got my FPV system on there now, and it's flawless. So thanks, Ian, for again making me aware of the OMP brand and helicopters, including especially the M2. And I also learned that by doing research, OMP is not a Chinese company; it's an American company. And OMP stands for Ohio Model Products, and I believe they're in Akron, Ohio, if I recall correctly. Okay, and then right on their website it says that all their models are designed and manufactured in America, in Ohio. So, and here's another thing. Now, I highly recommend this helicopter. I've only had it for a little bit of a time, but it is just sensational. Okay, so another reason I recommend this helicopter and the OMP products, besides being fantastic from my experience so far and from Ian's experience, another reason I recommend the brand and going to their website is because if you buy the RTF that I've got here, if you buy this RTF I've got here from Amazon, it's $450, and you're helping support Amazon more than you are OMP Hobby, arguably. If you go to the OMP Hobby website, you can buy this RTF setup directly from OMP, and you save $50, and you're helping support an American company designing and building and selling American top notch RC helicopter products, okay? All right, thanks again, Ian. Really appreciate it. Thanks, OMP Hobby, for such a fantastic M2 Evo RTF. Woohoo! All right, see you soon. Mark at RC Planes, Copters, and Trucks. Signing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.